He doesn't love me, so I tell myself, one, don't pick up the phone. You know he's only calling cause he's drunk and alone. Two, don't let him in. You have to kick him out again. Three, don't be his friend. You know you're gonna wake up in his bed in the morning, and if you're under him, you ain't getting over him. I got no rules, I count 'em. I got no rules, I count 'em. I gotta do myself. I got no rules, I count 'em.
Hi everyone, welcome. So today is going to be a special interview for all of us. It's special because of two reasons. First is that we have Sachin sir with us, and he has mentored us, he has taught us, and we are really very happy to have you here to talk with you. And second, it's important and it's special because you are from IISc, the topmost engineering research institute in this country. So the experience that you have had while you were in IISc, you were preparing for GATE, that is going to help a lot of people know the story of your preparation, a little bit about your preparation, but mostly what happened after GATE. That is important to know. So we want to know what happened after you cracked GATE, you went to IISc, you did your masters, and what followed, and finally you landed as a mentor for all of us in the form of GoClasses, right? So welcome, sir.
Thank you so much, Himanshu. Thank you so much for considering me that I will be eligible for this kind of interview. So I will try to put some information in this interview, like such that it will be useful for most of the audience. That like they should come to know that what are the how the life changes basically after the game.
So I think the first question, as it should be, was that what was your motivation behind it? Because a lot of people lack that basic motivation while giving it. They know that you can go for MTech, you can go for better placements, maybe you can even go for PSUs. A lot of people do it for that. So what was your motivation behind it while you were preparing for it?
Okay. So it might sound really funny, but my motivation when I first heard about GATE was placement and money, to be very honest, because it was something that drives most of the people, especially if someone is from middle class family. So I got to know that after GATE there is a huge chance of getting good placement. That was the first reason, but that was the not only reason. So how I really got motivated about GATE is because of one incident that happened to me. So there was a chance that I went to IIT Kanpur when I was in my second year, and I was in my chess team, so I used to play chess. So at that time I went to IIT Kanpur for chess playing, and then chess was just one aspect of it, but I just explored IIT Kanpur in very beautiful way. Like I went to places there, I went to hostels, I went to mess, I went to their lecture halls, and then I don't know, something sparked me that okay, like this is some place where I will be actually aiming for if possible. And then this was the one thing. So I was actually not sure that me do it, but what happened that I thought of buying some merchandise of IIT Kanpur and some IIT just to get motivated that okay, I will be someday actually owning it, like not just by buying it. So yeah, that was one motivation, and ultimately like in my fourth year I thought that okay, I will be taking 1 year drop to prepare for GATE. So
right.
yeah.
So I can actually confer to that, because if anyone of you out there who hasn't visited any IIT or IISc campus, you should definitely do that, because for me personally also it worked as a motivation going to IIT Kanpur campus. So there's a coincidence there that we
Okay.
both went to IIT Kanpur and it motivated us. So I can definitely suggest some people to go out to a IIT campus, IISc campus, and then you will realize what all lies there. Not just because you were very honest in telling us that you were motivated by placement, better placement and better job opportunities. So I think that is the story of most of us in this country as well. So that is good that that is a frank answer from you. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Himanshu.
So why did you choose IISc over IIT Bombay? Like personally, I am also very confused about the same. So why did you choose
Okay.
IISc?
So at my time there was a program called Swagatam. So IISc actually called the top 40 or top, I was 33 ranker, so should be 40 only. So top 40 rankers IISc called for their campus visit. And at that time, I was neither against of choosing IISc, neither I was in favor. Like I was just kind of neutral. That okay, I will see that what I will choose. So then I went there, and something really happened magical. Like I was just fall in love with the beauty of IISc campus. So then this was the one I can say the first incident that I motivated, or I got really like desire of getting IISc. That was the first thing. But then later I also came to know that IISc is one of the top institute. Even like actually based on the ranking, it was better than IIT Bombay at that time. And I think currently also, I don't know like current rankings, but yeah. So using all the theorems and lemmas, I finally figured out that okay, IISc could be the good place. So that was the one reason. This was just one of the reasons, but there are a couple of other reasons. Another reasons was kind of person to person dependent. For me, it was many other things, like my BTech friends were there, and I was like, okay, if I am in Bangalore, then they can anytime come to me. I can anytime go to their place. So it was one thing. Another thing was that okay, IISc is in Bangalore, and Bangalore weather is far better than Bombay. Like for me at least it was true. So that was another thing. Another motivation was like if I'm eventually moving out to Bangalore, like because of the job, even if I go to IIT Bombay or Madras or Delhi or some other place, then most probably I will be either in Bangalore or will be in Delhi. So for me it was Bangalore, because most of my friends were there. So then I thought that okay, eventually if I'm going to Bangalore, then why to go to Bombay first and then come to Bangalore? So that was another thing, because if you are in the city where your home college is there, then in that case like you feel much good.
So before Swagatam, what was your preference? IISc or
Nothing.
IIT Bombay?
It was neutral.
Very neutral like that. Yeah, so I think what you're saying is go to different IIT campuses, the one IISc campuses and the one which mesmerizes you, land there, aim for that, right? So yeah, that's great that the campus or you had a calling from IISc campus only and the environment there only. So I think that is one of the that should be one of the motivating factors, that the environment that these institutes provide, right? This should definitely be there. And then I think I can directly jump to more technical side of it, because I have heard from a lot of people that if you survive first semester in these institutes, then it will be cakewalk for you and you can easily breeze through the rest of the semester. So what was the first semester experience like in IISc specifically? What were the challenges that you faced? What were the perks that you came to know about IISc there, and what was the overall experience like that for you?
Okay. So, to be honest, I didn't know that if I'm in IISc, then I have to study. Okay, I thought that just like BTech college, I will be just passing the time. So, 1 month went away, and then I just observed that people are studying like books, and I was just like, okay, maybe they're studious. Like maybe that could be the reason. So then eventually, like after 2 months, I came to know that okay, I'm very far behind that an average guy should be in IISc. So this was my experience of the first semester. That like later in a hard way I learned that okay, here I need to study. And then I actually work little hard, maybe quite hard after 2 months because my whole of my syllabus was pending and everything was pending for me. So I work hard just to cover it. But it is IISc, so you can't cover after 2 months. So that is for sure. So like when the last examination was over, it was probability examination for us. So when the last examination is over, it was just like one of the greatest feeling I ever had. Like it was like some huge weight that was put on my mind, and then finally someone just took it away. So I was so relaxed after first semester, and after first semester I learned that okay, here I need to be serious. I mean, like at least I cannot pass the time. But it was a really good experience.
Yeah, so this also I've heard from a lot of people that in IISc or any other MTech course, you have to start studying from the first year itself. Whenever the semester starts, you start studying. Why is that true? Means what happens when you do not do that? In very specifically, like what would be the difference of somebody who's approaching an exam in IISc after studying throughout the semester, and somebody who's just approaching the exam with maybe 1 week or last 1 month preparation? Main differences like that.
You cannot do that 1 week thing. First of all, if you are in top IITs or IISc, that if you are just thinking that okay, in 1 week we can pass the exam, very hardly you will be just understanding the syllabus in just 1 week. So yes, 1 month could be enough. For me it was 2 months because semester is 4 months long, and after 2 months I came to know that I need to study. So yeah, like it's not like from the first day you have to study, you just attend all the classes and you just get the sense that be ready that you are in the environment where you have to study. But you don't have to put lot of the effort from the first day. But yeah, whenever assignment or some quiz is coming, just be honest. I think it's really good that if you are doing the work-life balance, if you are making a good friend circle, you are doing fun in campus, it's amazing. Like the overall thing is about the campus and the campus life. And yeah, studying is one of the main thing, but it could be the side thing, and you will actually enjoy that if you are actually enjoying your other things.
So that was about the first semester. Like, how were the rest of the semester? Like, after first semester, the life was chill, or like it got more hectic?
Actually, after first semester, I got to know that I need to study here. So then it was chill. Because because then I really got to know that okay, what is the real of IISc? Because I heard when I was preparing for GATE that there is a science in air of IISc. In Hindi it was like कि IISc की हवा में science है. So I was like कि हाँ मतलब होगा कि but when I went there after first semester I learned that okay यहाँ पे पढ़ना है. तो फिर इतने मजे किए, like I was having really lot of fun, extremely fun. Like it was like कि I was one of the guy कि if whole batch is going to party or somewhere, then they will definitely call me. Like they will pay extra for me just to attend that party so that like I mean they can enjoy. So I had lot of fun.
So basically, you're a party animal.
No, but they made me to do it.
Sure. So I think what you're saying is that the rest of the semesters became a little easier because you realized within that first semester that you have to start working hard. It's not that any other semester is easy. It's like you started working up to the
just
mark.
serious, yeah.
Just
be serious and be honest.
Yeah.
That's all.
Right. So what was the curriculum like? What were the some subjects that you really are thankful that you studied from IISc professors specifically, or maybe you are thankful that you took those subjects very specifically? And what are some of the harder ones, like you feel like यार ये नहीं भी करता तो चलता था ना? Are there any subjects like that?
No, actually for me it was a different thing. I have not taken some subjects which after getting passed out, I thought that okay, I should have taken those subjects. So it was like that. Like I took most of the machine learning courses, and some of the we have to actually fulfill the credit. So some of the system courses I have taken, but few of the courses I missed it that I still think that I should have taken.
Any subject that pop out on the off the top of your head, any subjects that you can remember that could be called as your favorite subject, that you can call your favorite subject?
In IISc?
Yeah.
Okay, to be strange, it is not machine learning. Although I have taken most of the courses from machine learning, but one of my favorite subject was automata theory, and I have taken the automata theory, and in the next semester, in the next year, Deepak has taken. So we both have taken that, like all the proofs of decidability and everything. Like I really enjoyed automata theory. It was a really good course.
So when were you sure that you want to pursue the career in machine learning?
Oh, I actually came to know that machine learning has more money. So, so after first semester, like I got to know that okay, most of the people are going for machine learning because it has more money. Later I got corrected that no, every field has equal money, or maybe like there are equal chances. I think to get placed in, to earn money, like you can choose any field, like according to me. But at that time I was in the impression that okay, if I choose machine learning, then it could be the better option for career. And I had no interest in machine learning, but still I have chosen just because it was having a good placements.
I think that is the scene with all of us. Like we feel we aren't very clear about what are the subjects that we should take, or what is the career path that we should land on, because first of all, we don't know about those subjects, and second thing is that we are also motivated by money, because everybody needs money, right? So when did it become clear, as in for IISc, you must have gone through a lot of courses, people start writing their choosing their thesis topics as well, I think from the second semester onwards as well. So was there any particular moment in which you thought that okay, now I think I will move in this direction only, AIML, and then I'll prepare for jobs in this direction only?
Yeah, so as I said, like initially I was neutral, and then since most of the people are going for machine learning, so I have chosen machine learning. But it was just initial thought process. But after learning machine learning, after going through a few of the courses, I actually started liking machine learning, or maybe those courses, because I have taken most of the courses from machine learning. So then I really got interest, and then I was just thanking myself that okay, I have finally chosen something which I am actually liking. So later on, I really liked that field, and not just that field. Actually, if you are in IISc, then if you have taken some course, then definitely you will like it. The reason being is that they teach you so rigorous. I mean, see, one thing is that so it is little off the topic, but I just want to mention one thing is that. People just think that okay, these IIScs and IITs, the IISc and IITs, these are just brands and like that. But if you just go to the root question, like why they are brands? I mean, if they don't do anything, then there must be something. That's why they are brands, right?
Something of substance.
Yes, exactly. So when I went there, I actually felt it, and then I felt it. If even like 10% of it, not even 10%, like 5% of it, if goes to any engineering college of India, then our engineering could have been far better. Like then I got to know that in IISc it is rigorous mathematics, rigorous courses are there, and because of day and night hard work, they are becoming a brand, not just like that. I mean, not on free basically. Yeah.
Lucky for us actually, because we studied linear algebra and probability, and it reflects in these courses that how much you are pressing on the point that these are the basic courses or the fundamental courses for a lot of advanced technologies like AI, ML, and cryptography also uses a lot of discrete mathematics and these things.
True.
So these basic courses which you'll take up in for some advanced course for which you'll take up in masters or PhD, these are motivated directly from these basic courses, right? Linear algebra, probability, and everything. Yeah. So now coming to the specific questions about placements, like finally we are on the money right now, to be very frank. So what was the placement options that you circled for yourself, that these are the certain kind of placement options that I'm going to explore, or did you go for all the placement options that were available to you? Because you were very specifically preparing for AI ML field as well. You had taken up a lot of courses in that field. So it might have happened that you might have only chosen certain companies over others, or did you go for all the different companies that came to IISc?
Okay. So, just to answer your question, like I have went to all the companies because placement was at that time, it was actually just me, I think, in my batch, who was just like that, okay, I can get any placement. But most of the people were very specific that either they want to go for software profile or they want to go for machine learning. But for me, it was like let's just first get placement, whatever it is, and then we will decide, like we will switch company or whatever. If you grow up, I mean, after 2-3 years, your thought process gets changed. So after 2-3 years, I get to know that okay, placement is very much side thing. I mean, if you are actually studying, if you are really getting to know the things, then placement is byproduct. Actually, like you don't have to put any efforts in the placement if you are actually learning the things. And that was the one thing that there is very popular professor in IISc. His name is Chiru sir, Charanjit Bhattacharya. So he is IISc CSA chairman also. Now at my time, he took orientation session for us. And then he just said one line that okay, placement is a byproduct. I mean, if you just study our courses, and placement is a byproduct. And I was just shocked. Okay, I was just like that. How can it be byproduct? It is the main product for us. I came to IISc just for the placement and
my motivation.
Yes. So be the byproduct. But I think after 3 semesters, I got to know that when I actually applied for the companies were very eager to take us. Like we have to just choose the companies. It was that kind of environment in IISc. So yeah, Chiru sir was very much right at that time. That placement is byproduct, and now I completely agree. Like after 2-3 years of IISc, now I completely agree that yes.
So there is a myth, or is there some truth to it? Because we are talking about placement. It's a common notion among at least tier 3 tier 2 colleges that IIT हैं, IIT से हैं और IISc से हैं, so they are definite to get the job. So why is that? आपने भी बोला, you also said that a lot of the companies were very eager to take us. So what is the what is the motivation for those companies? Is it like IIT IISc brand? Is that what's working for them? कि जो भी होगा IIT IISc से हैं, so they are definitely good, or do they rigorously check you as well while you are getting placed in that company? Do they make sure that nahi IISc से है, but he also has or she also has that quality that we are looking for?
Yeah, thank you, Mansu, for asking this question. It's a really good and thought-provoking question. So I will just answer that in detail. So whatever I think.
Sure.
Yeah. So see, one thing is that they know that you have cleared either IIT JEE or GATE examination, and then only you are at IISc or top IITs. So that is for sure that you have cracked India's one of the toughest exam. Then you must be knowing something. I mean, you must be not only intelligent, you must be hardworking also. Most probably, right? I mean, it is very much chances that you are hardworking. Just because of intelligence, you can't get top rank in a GATE. So you must be hardworking. You must be intelligent. Like I'm just telling you that what GATE proves that okay, what you are. So hardworking, intelligent, you must be handling pressure in the time because you have been into those 3 hours and you know that how to handle those 3 hours also. So this is not just one thing that GATE proves. There are many things that GATE proves. So this is one thing that company people also knows that okay, if we are coming to IISc or IITs, then this person is already very hardworking, must be intelligent. But now that's not enough, okay, because of the competition. Now they also want to check much other things, which is like they have certain business problem in their hand, and they want to make sure that this person can solve that business problem or not. Like for example, so I will talk about my Amazon interview experience. So they just asked me that can you solve this business problem? They just gave me a business problem that Amazon was having, and they just wanted to check can you solve this business problem. And obviously, like they have been working for that problem for 3-4 years, and I can't just solve it in half an hour interview. They also know it, but they just want to check my thought process. So they check that is this person capable enough to think? Is this person having enough domain knowledge to pursue that job? And certain other parameters they check. They definitely check it. And if you are little bit lesser also, then they consider it. If you are from top college, definitely, because they know that this is the person. If I give a task to him, anyhow he can do it, right? Because he has gotten the rank. He must be hardworking. Ultimately, they know it. So, if I give you something to him or her, he or she should be able to do it. That's one thing that they know in their background. So, yeah, they prefer obviously IISc and top IITs, but they also check whether the person is suitable for their particular job or not.
So how has been your job experience at Amazon? Like, did you really enjoyed your job at Amazon?
Okay, I hope this interview is not being watched by my manager. Okay, so yeah, like technical part I really enjoyed. Like I really learned that how to handle a massive data, because Amazon was having per minute they were having GBs of data. So how to handle that kind of massive data, I actually learned that. And the technical part I really it was a steep curve in my learning. So at IISc I had theoretical knowledge, I had some mathematical knowledge, but how to apply that to very because data science is all about the data, so very not so well managed data, how to apply it to real world data, that I really got to know at Amazon. So it was really fun. Yeah.
So related to related to your job, can we say that IISc really trained you for that job, or was there a gap between the industry and IISc? What you learned at IISc with respect to your job?
Oh, nice question. I will say that even a single minute that I spent in IISc lectures or IISc studying, that was ultimately like very much useful in any real world application. So there is nothing like time waste at IISc or top IITs. So it was really helpful. So whatever I learned there, it was total mathematics, total programming mathematics, total machine learning, and I got to apply that those things at Amazon. So it was very helpful.
So knowing your metal and knowing your caliber, I think the next question your manager would also be asking, and now I'm also asking, why did you leave your job and start Go Classes?
Okay, that's that manager has already asked. Now you are asking. Yeah, that's really nice question, and yeah, like I mean, I like to answer that in bit of detail.
Sure.
So, see, there are a few things. Like this was not only one thing that I cannot bluntly say that teaching was my passion, and then I came here. That was one of the things. Definitely, very much motivating factor, very much driving factor. That teaching was my motivation, my passion. But when you do, like Amazon was paying, to be honest, very good. They pay very good for the
I
platform.
would really hope that.
Okay, so yeah, Amazon pays very good. I think as a fresher, they pay too much for the freshers. So I had a money backup after doing a job for 2 years, almost 2 years. Like before that, I was at Xerox Labs, and after that, I was at Amazon. So I had good amount of money backup. So I had not to think about what if something goes wrong in my career, because I was having, like you can say, 3-4 years of money. Like even if I don't do anything, then at least I can manage my own expenses. So this was one thing that led me to took a courageous decision that I can leave my job. So I will not say it was risky, but I can say it was a courageous in the sense that you have to do. I mean, obviously, like you are doing something very good, and then you suddenly have to step down. So for that little bit of courage and other things are okay. So it was a courageous decision, and there are a couple of parameters. One is teaching. Teaching was my passion. One is that I had money in my pocket at that time. I was enjoying machine learning, but it was too early for me to settle down in some job. So then I thought that okay, why not to try something, and then if I fail, then nothing goes wrong in that. I can again join any good company, because like once you know the things, then you can join. I mean, after 3-4 months of preparation, I can join some other company, or maybe Amazon or some other company, whichever at that time suited me or suited their requirement. So yeah, there are a couple of things. I was not thinking that in terms of it is a risk. It was a big thing. Like I was not thinking that it is a risk. I was just thinking that okay, it will be at max just a 2-3 years of my career gap, and it was too early to me say that okay, now I'm settled. Because since I'm unmarried, so before getting married, I just wanted to try a few things, because after it is really hard. I mean, you have to convince other person also. Like I mean, I want to try something else. So I was independent, so that's why my parents were very supportive. So they said like whatever you want to do, you can do it.
So I think one important thing that you mentioned was that you could have, if this didn't work out, thankfully it did, but if this didn't work out, you could join again in Amazon or some other company as well after 2 or 3 years as well. So I think that privilege of or that confidence comes from the fact that you know your talent very well, or is it just that that IIT brand or IISc brand carries on, or is there like some weightage to both of that? After because
Got it.
because it's not from that you're going from IISc or IIT campus directly to a job. It's like you already are in the industry, you're
Right.
taking a break and then rejoining that industry. So it's, I think, a very risky move for somebody who's not from IISc or IIT. So is it because that you have that confidence within you because of your talent, your confidence in your talent, or is
Got it.
it because of the IIT brand?
I will say that, see, once you are from any good college, then back of the mind it is always there that you are from IIT Bombay or Kanpur, Madras or whatever, like I mean from whichever top college you are. So even if you want, you can't forget it, right? So somewhere in my back of my mind it was always there that I am from IISc. But that is not always enough. Like it was something that I did 3 years back or 4 years back. It cannot work out if I do not work today, right? I mean, nobody is going to pay me what I did 3 years back. And so it was back of the mind that okay, I am from IISc, people will prefer me. I have been into Xerox Labs, I have been into Amazon, people will prefer me just to take the interview. And now I will get the interview chance, and then I mean in whatever company I apply, most probably, like even if I'm applying at 10 companies, then most probably like 5 companies or 6 companies will prefer to take my interview. So that was one thing in my back of the mind. And then after the interview, what goes, it is up to you. And that was some like I can say self confidence that I was having, that even if nothing goes right, then I can prepare again for the interviews for 3-4 months, maybe 5 months, and then I can join some good company, maybe equivalent to FANG like Amazon or something.
So one final question.
Okay.
Like I think this is the most interesting. How
Okay.
your life got changed before and after GATE?
Oh, yeah, this is really interesting. So, like, one thing is that you get respect in the industry. Like, I mean, in the sense that, like, when I was at Amazon, so let me tell you one incident, and then I will come back to this question because this question is related to that incident only. So, whenever my manager used to, have to maybe introduce me to some other team or some other colleague, then they do like, I mean, that my manager do not only stop after saying that he is Sachin Mittal. He always added one line that he is Sachin from IISc. Okay, so this IISc tag that you always get after once you have passed out from the top college. So this was one chance that you always get recognized that yes, you are from top notch institute, and obviously, like, you get preferred in most of the places in the industry. Like, if I or if someone from IIT or IISc applying to some job versus some normal college BTech person, then obviously, like, they will prefer it. Reason we already discussed, that what GATE proves, like, you are hardworking and so on. That these are the reasons. So how life have changed is, one thing is that, like, you get respect in the industry, you get respect maybe from relatives, okay, and you also never have to depend on the money. I mean, you can manage your expenses. Maybe you can help other people also if they're needy. So yeah, there are few things that get changed.
So I think this is a good point to stop because we have covered a lot of ground. And would you agree, just to summarize everything, would you agree, because we have talked a lot about the brand of IISc as well today, along with the substance that it provides. So I think we can summarize it in a way that you just don't carry the brand name of IIT or IISc, but you carry the crest of knowledge with you throughout, because that I think gives you more confidence. Obviously you are saying that people recognize you by that brand name, but I think this the substance behind it is more important, because they already know. It's kind of a summary, like he's from IISc, that
Yes.
summarizes that you have that GATE experience, you had that JE experience maybe, or you have worked hard. They know that ye kar lega ya isse ho jayega. So would you agree or would you confer to that or not?
Yes, I totally agree that, I mean, what you did 4 years back, I mean, you are from IISc or IIT, this is just one thing. But if you don't work hard after that, like, people will not prefer in the industry, because they want to solve their problem, and they don't care you are from IISc or IIT. They care that can you solve this problem, and they have a lot of money. Like, I mean, these industries are having too much of funding, too much of money. So if you can solve the problem, they can offer you anything. It's like that.
Great, sir. So thank you for taking out the time, and the overall experience of this interview has been great for us. And I would hope that it would be great for everyone who's watching, because they will get to know about the brand of IISc as well as what goes behind the curtains at IISc with respect to MTech students especially, and what happens after IISc as well. What has a lot has changed for you as well, and we hope that a lot will change for many others who are going to join IIScs, top IITs, or just giving it for any other reason that they have. So thank you, sir, for taking out the time. It has been a privilege of ours to take your interview and interact with you in this fashion. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Himanshu. Thank you, Anjali. So yeah, I really enjoyed that discussion, especially when you asked really thought-provoking questions, like how GATE has changed and why that IIScs and IITs having the brand value. So based on my experience, I tried to answer. Hope it was helpful.